Do you sometimes wish the SAP Migration Cockpit would work a little faster during your migration projects? Today, I'm going to give you 3 easy tips to work faster and more efficient with this app. Hi everyone, and welcome back to another McCoy TV. My name is Ryan and I'm a Data Migration Consultant with McCoy. In all of our projects with our customers, the SAP Migration Cockpit is the most essential tool in order to get large quantities of master and transactional data into S/4HANA. Over the years, I've managed to find ways to make this process a lot easier and streamlined for myself. Today, I would like to share 3 tips with you so that you can also work quicker and more efficient with this app. Tip 1. Did you know that it is possible to increase the job allowance per data object? This is by far the easiest and quickest change you can implement in your project right now. Let me show you how. After you've completed the preparation and mapping steps of your data project, don't immediately start the simulation just yet. Look at the top right corner of your screen for the button that says Job Management. Click on Edit, and you'll see it's possible to change the number of jobs that can be run in parallel on one data object. If you increase this number, SAP will be able to simultaneously run multiple simulations or migrations at the same time, which, if for instance you change this number to 2, will literally make your jobs run twice as fast. In some cases, you can even change this number to much higher values, though I don't recommend you ever go past 15 for performance reasons. Now, there are a few objects such as work breakdown structure elements where I recommend you stick with just one job, because sometimes during a parallel job run, you can unintentionally block yourself, and a record in the simulation will return a false error. If this happens, just turn the number of jobs back to 1 and rerun the simulation. Tip 2. When dealing with large quantities of data, it is very easy for your template XML file to exceed the 100 megabyte upload limit in the cockpit. Especially on templates such as Material Master or Customer and Vendor, you will often fill many different tabs within the template, making it difficult to split the data accordingly. But did you know that there is a tool that can automatically do the splitting for you? Let me show you. Though not officially developed or supported by SAP, this tool has helped me many times split large files to stay under the upload limit of the Migration Cockpit. You can download it from GitHub, check the link in the description below. Once downloaded, put the .exe program in the same folder in which you have saved your .xml file. Start the program and wait for it to be ready for input. Simply copy the file name into the command line and make sure to put the .xml extension at the end and hit enter. When asked in how many files you wish to split the file into, enter the value that is necessary to stay under the 100 megabyte limit per file. My .xml file is around 450 megabytes, so I'll want to enter 5. Hit enter again and let the system go to work. Make sure that at this point you don't open the file or change anything within the folder until the program is complete. And that's it. The tool will keep in mind any values that were filled over the different tabs within the template file and make sure that all key fields and other corresponding values are properly split between files. A very simple yet incredibly powerful tool to use during your data migration. Tip 3. Personally, I'm not a fan of the mapping tasks tool within the Migration Cockpit. It only allows for value X to value Y mapping, and any sort of more complex mapping is made impossible with the tool itself. The projects that I have ran are always much more complex than what the Migration Cockpit offers in this regard, which is why I usually map everything one-to-one in the cockpit and do the real mapping in our Smart Data platform. The Smart Data platform allows us to be much more flexible in how we map our data and also allows us to go beyond the value X to value Y mapping. We can make these as complex as we like to give our customers real freedom in how they want their data to be. This is especially useful for customers using a non-SAP legacy system, in which more often than not requires complex mappings to make their data work in an SAP environment. Let me show you an example for a potential use case. As an example, our current dataset contains both customers and vendors that are all linked to the same GL account. Now in SAP, we want customers and vendors to have separate GL accounts. If we did not change the dataset, the mapping tasks in the Migration Cockpit would have had just one value that would map to just one other value. But in this case, we want one value to map to 2 different values depending on another variable. The customer or vendor tag in this case. This the Migration Cockpit cannot do. Alteryx, being one of our tools in the Smart Data platform, allows us to create a data flow that can give the correct map value based on a formula query or external mapping file. We can then output this data directly into the template to make our work even easier. Of course, in this example, we've only mapped one value based on one other variable, but you can imagine how this might work on an even larger scale with multiple fields on multiple values with multiple variables. Check out our other video on the Smart Data Platform for more information on how we use these tools to our advantage and fill the templates in the blink of an eye. Those are my tips for today. Make sure to follow McCoy TV for more information and stay tuned for the next one.